Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for attending our fifth annual Media Day here at Arrowhead Stadium. My name is Stephanie Moore. I am the Community Relationship Manager for DM Injury Law, and it is my great honor to welcome you. When I look around this room, I see student athletes, coaches, local leaders, nonprofits, and all of you are working hard, you're dedicated, and this is what makes high school athletics in Kansas City an amazing sport. So thank you so much for everything that you guys do, and we're happy you're here today. Without further ado, I want to first thank our sponsors that are here today. So we have Spine and Joint Centers of America, Spinal Rehabilitation Center, Professional Imaging, Advanced Injury Care, Cyro KC, and many more. So thank you all for being here. I appreciate it. At this time, I am going to call up Pastor Brandon Price of Uplift Worship Center so that he can open us with prayer.
Good morning. We can bow our heads in prayer. Our Lord and our God, we thank you right now for this morning, Lord. We thank you right now for this wonderful day. Lord, we thank you right now for this opportunity for these student athletes, Lord. We thank you for the opportunity for them to have exposure and have new experiences. Lord, we pray right now, Lord, that you keep them, that you cover them, Lord, cover their coaches. Lord, we pray right now for your favor over their programs, that they have the finances that they need, Lord. We thank you for DM Injury, Lord. We pray for their sponsors. Lord, we pray that you would put a windfall of blessings upon their businesses, that they may continue to invest in our community. Lord, bless everything that happens on today. It's in Jesus' name we pray. We shout hallelujah and amen.
Thank you so much, Pastor Price. At this time, we'll also honor our country and the freedoms that are granted to us and allow us to have this event. So we invite Ms. Raina Park Shaw, our Mayor Pro Tem and 5th District City Councilwoman.
Well, hello, everybody. Come on. Hello, everybody. I just want to say how exciting this is. So I have two sons that they're older than you all, but they play football. And I was talking with my older son today, and I said, "Did you ever do anything like this?" He said, "No, we didn't have it like that." So let's give it up for Mike DePasquale and DM Injury Law for putting this together for you all. Yes. This is so awesome. It is such an awesome experience, I know, for you all. So, as she said, I am Kansas City Mayor Pro Tem Raina Park Shaw. And if you all will join me in standing, we are going to do the Pledge of Allegiance, please. And then we have a flag somewhere. Okay. All right. So we'll have an imaginary flag somewhere. I pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.
So Raina, thank you so much for saying yes. You're a community leader, and we just can't thank you enough. Speaking of leaders, we're going to kick off today with an opening keynote of Mr. Tony Temple II. If you'll come on up. Tony is an outstanding business leader. He was a standout college athlete, and he took those skills that he learned on the field and applied them to his life. And he's going to tell you a little bit more about his story. Tony, please welcome him to the stage.
Good morning, everyone. How you doing today? Good. We're going to have to be interactive today to get things going. First of all, the number one thing I've been hearing a lot today is the word perks, which has been really cool because this is a perk that you get for being an athlete, for going through all the hard work of two-a-days, working in the weight room, and just this is it. This is the example of what it means to be a student athlete and to stand essentially to be different from everyone else. So when I start this, I want to start it off. I got three groups that I want to focus on. I want to focus on our youth athletes. I want to focus on our high school, and then we'll get to our coaches. So I'm going to try to stay on track here. All right. All right, so for our youth flag athletes, clap it up if you're a youth flag athlete. Clap it up. Come on now, let's not be scared. I see my team down there. I know you guys are not scared. All right, so what do you think the number one rule is in sports? What is the number one rule in sports? Anybody out there? Anybody? You can scream it out. Have fun. That is the number one rule, is having fun. So kids, if you're out there today and you are starting your first journey plan, that is the number one thing I want you to remember, is to have fun. I don't want you to compare yourself to anyone. I don't want you to compare yourself to your brothers, your dads, your moms. I want you to uniquely be yourself. Can anyone say unique out there? All right, I want you to uniquely be yourself and having fun. That is the number one rule. The second rule that I want you to focus on this year is listening. You have to listen. Coaches, I know you agree with that. If you're not listening when you're playing, you can't have fun. A lot of you guys play Roblox. I know you do. You can't even enjoy a game if you're not listening to your buddies. You can't even show up to your next game unless you're listening. So it's so important to listen so you can show up where you need to be. All right. And last but not least, this is my homework for you. Let me check my notes here. Last but not least, the third thing I want you to do is focus. But before I get into focus, I'm going to give you homework. This is from Coach Temple, you guys. I want you to go to your mom, your coaches, your dads, and you youth flag football players. I want you to ask them, who is your favorite player? I want you to see who your favorite player is. I want you to go to your YouTube shorts, and I want you to search your favorite player. So why is that important? One, this is the beginning of you learning how to do film, to look at your favorite players to see how, one, they have fun, and two, how do they listen? So it's important to make sure that you are paying attention to the people that you look up to. So let's get back to our youth athletes. Youth athletes, name, and you can scream it out, what is one of your favorite football players? Who is one of your favorite football players? Anybody? Tom Brady. I heard of Brady. All right. Who else? Xavier Worthy. Okay. Keep going. Anyone? Lamar Jackson. That's what I'm talking about. You guys going to get me in trouble being where we're at right now. Patrick Mahomes. That's what I wanted to hear. Clap it up. Clap it up. Clap it up. Okay. All right. All right. So listen, if you do not know who your favorite player is, let's say it's your first time playing football and you don't know who your favorite player is, hopefully you heard some of those names. Google them, search them, look for them, see how they move, see how they play, see how they have fun, see how they communicate. So that's your homework. You got school homework, you're a student athlete, and now you're going to have homework today by Coach Temple by making sure that you check it out. So another thing that we do, coaches, and this is for parents too as well, one of the biggest things with our kids is to keep them focused, to do what they need to do, to stay focused, to be in the moment, right? So I'm going to need you to do this drill with me in class, see if you guys are really paying attention. So in school, when your teachers are talking to you, they say, class, class, and what do you say? So let's practice again. Class, class. Class, class. Okay, so when you are in school, the teachers need your attention, and that's what you say. All right, but when you're with Coach Temple and you're playing football, we need you to be focused. So we're going to do a little activity today, and I know my team knows this, so team, you make sure you lead my Operation Breakthrough Tigers over there. You make sure you lead here. So when I ask you a question, class, I'm going to ask, where are you? Wait a minute. We got to teach them, guys. I'm going to ask them, where are you? And your response back is right here, right now. Okay, so I'll say, where are you? And you're going to say, right here, right now. So let's practice. Let's see if they're listening. Jonas, I hope you're paying attention. Where are you? Where are you? I said, where are you? Right here, right now. Very good, very good. All right, now, if you're right here, right now, I want you to prove it I want you to stay focused. So coaches, parents, that's how we get our kids to reset. We make sure that they're focused, they're in the moment, and they're present in the time. All right, let's move on. Let's get to the high school while we're really here. All right. Woo! High school. Man, you're going to have to take me back, but I'm going to start off like this. My biggest regret in sports was not dreaming big enough. My biggest regret in my whole career playing sports is not dreaming big enough. So when I tell you my story, I got to wrap up like 20, 30 years in like 5 minutes. So I'm going to speed through this really, really quick. But I'm going to tell you my story. I'm going to give you my perspective from a team perspective, and I'm going to give you my perspective from an individual. All right, so let's start it off here. Just like many of you youth high school players, I was just like you in Kansas City. My parents came from the 20s. I had opportunity to move out, and we went to Raytown. We were in Bannister Mall. I got an opportunity to start my path in youth sports. All right. In youth sports, this is not a sneak diss to my dad, but my dad wasn't around at the time. He was really busy. So I had the mercy of coaches, my teammates, to get me to youth sports. Only way I can get there. But because sometimes my dad wasn't there or people that were around me, sometimes I didn't get opportunity to play. Some of those parents, coaches that had kids, they got opportunity to play quarterback, run the ball. And unfortunately, I just had to get on the field and play as much as I can and get where I can get. But I love the sport. I don't care if I was a linebacker. I don't care if I was a line. I just wanted to play. As I was going through that, I finally, got to an opportunity in my 4th grade where I could run the ball. I was a running back. I got a chance to run the ball. And I'm one of those stories you see on YouTube and TikTok. So my coach, I don't know if Coach Glenn's here, but when I played at Raytown Sports Association and they finally gave me a chance to run the ball, I ran for 123 touchdowns in one season. And that made me fall in love with the sport of football, but becoming a running back. After that, you can imagine that kind of got some airwaves going on a little bit. So my parents started doing some research of just, what are the best schools out there? We'll get back to that. Needless to say, everybody knows that you get through grade school, it's time to start playing middle school. And middle school is where you get an opportunity to put it together, where people can kind of see your skills. Well, in middle school, I'm not going to talk about really my play, but the one thing that stands out was my 6th grade teacher. She said, Tony, I want you to write down 3 goals. And in these 3 goals, we're going to open it up your 8th grade year. So mind you guys, I'm 11 years old at this time, 12. In those 3 goals, let me do it. 1, my first goal was, 1, I want everyone to know me. 2, I want to play varsity football. You can imagine I was playing sports. I was dominating. I wanted to play varsity football. I'm in 6th grade. And then 3, I wanted to be on TV. I was watching Metro Sports at the time. You may not know what that is, but Metro Sports at the time had everyone on TV playing sports, and I wanted to do that. So in 8th grade, when I opened that up, I remember reading that like, wow. First of all, I can't believe my career, 6th, 7th, 8th grade, what I've done. I'm already having high school coaches reach out to me to see if I can come to their school. I said, wow. Needless to say, after that 8th grade year, my parents challenged me. They said, well, if this is his passion he wants to do, let's make sure that we find the best school for them. At that time, guys, Rockhurst High School was the best school. It was the best school for state in the city and statewide. I was not in agreement to that because my mom told me I had to go to summer school to even go to Rockhurst, and Rockhurst was an all-boys school, and we're not even going to go there, but I wasn't in agreement with that. I said, no way. So I sat there in my 8th grade year, 9th grade year, going to school, going to summer school, trying to go to a school where kids don't dress like me, look like me, talk like me. I sat in there every single day, just can't wait, watching the varsity players play before I went in. And then finally, Kevin Morris looked at me and said, Tony, I knew you were good in middle school, but you'll never play varsity football at Rockhurst. You'll never do it. It can't happen. It'll never happen. Whoop-de-whoop. So, I don't know if you guys know me, you don't know me, but sometimes if you tell me I can't do something, that's all you need to tell me. But that was enough passion, and that was enough. I don't know if it was my ego or my pride. I don't know what it did to me, but it was enough for me to go up to Coach Severino at the time, and I looked at him and I walked to him. I said, I want to play varsity football for you. And I guess this is the important. I wasn't even going to say this today, but he looked back at me today in that moment. He said, Tony, I know you're 14 years old. I know you can't drive. But I want you to come run these 40s, and if it's important enough for you, you'll make a way and get there. Woo-wee. So he told me this, and I'm happy because this is varsity coach. He wants me to come run. I'm 14. You better believe I don't have a car. You better believe my mama's walking. She's working nonstop. So she is not going to take me to no practice, and she's not getting off of work to take me no practice. So I had to hurry up and call my boys. And if you got your boys, I'm a silly dude. So I'm the silly dude in my crew. So me telling my boys that, hey, I'm about to play varsity football and I need someone to take me to practice, they laughed that off. Yeah, all right. So now I don't got my boys, I don't got my mama, and I got to figure it out. Well, I did. Somehow I finessed one of my best friends, and he got me up there. And then in that, we got to keep it going. In that, I got an opportunity to run. I ran 3 4.4s in the parking lot with tennis shoes on. And this is the beginning of the story. It wasn't what I did with the performance. It was me making it a way to do it. I'm going to fast forward that. I did have opportunity to play as a freshman. He did give me that opportunity. Our team went on to go 14-0. We won the state championship my freshman year. I never started a game. I ended up running 20-plus touchdowns that year, over 1,200 yards my freshman year as 14 years old. And that was the beginning of my story. Fast forwarded, you can imagine sophomore year. I'm upset. I'm ready to go. I can't wait. And then I lose my sophomore year, and it's over. I can't believe it. Here I have all this hype. We lose. I'm back to reality. I'm going to fast forward now. I'm going to get to the crowd. Any of you high school kids right now, and you can be honest, you may not even want to say it out loud, but are you on a revenge tour right now? You see how fast that went up? I don't even want to go there and talk about it because I know what that means when you're on a revenge tour. So after we lost my sophomore year, that was the first time I lost in over a decade. So after I lost my sophomore year, my junior year, anybody in front of me could get it. Anyone. And so I played like that. I'm going to talk about my team first because that's all that matters. So we went on to win 14-0. We went on to win the state championship that junior year. We went on to be number 4 in the nation. Matter of fact, I only played 5 games in Kansas City. We played all over the nation. I only played 4 full first halves. My stats for that year, I ended up rushing for 2,000 yards and 35 touchdowns. I had over 50 offers, D1 offers. And more importantly, because I think this is what matters for Kansas City, we got an opportunity to get nationally recognized. I was ranked number 2 in the nation by ESPN. The only running back ahead of me was Adrian Peterson. And I'm coming from Kansas City, Missouri. I'm right here, just like you guys. So my senior year, you can imagine, I'm feeling really good. Number 2 in the nation. We got the best team in the nation, like state. And we're going to get back to not dreaming. And so my senior year, I get hurt. This is very typical. A lot of people get hurt. But I still played 4 games. I had 10 touchdowns, 1,000 yards. So this kept me in the radar. All right? So as you guys can hear me, you hear my passion, you hear my pride about being in my city. So if I had 58 offers, Notre Dame, Florida State, you name it, I could have went anywhere, but I got a lot of pride in my city, Kansas City. So I stayed here, and I played at the University of Missouri. Adrian Peterson went to Oklahoma. I'm going to go to Missouri, and I'm going to go get you. All right? My freshman year, I get hurt. My freshman year. I'm going to get back to getting hurt. Because I didn't get just hurt to get hurt. I'll get back to that. But I get hurt my freshman year. So now I'm hearing the noise now. So you guys are on social media. So you hear the noise way too much. But now I'm hearing the noise. He's a hype. He's bust. He'll never do this. He played there. He can't play there. He's too small. So my whole college career became a revenge tour for me. I went crazy. And so I'll get to the team because we got to really get through this. So I played on some amazing University of Missouri teams. Our '07 team, the year, first of all, I got a chance to start for the University of Missouri Tigers. I was on the best team in the university history, the '07 team. We were ranked #1. So you think about any of your college teams that you love and you follow, we were #1. We were better than them. I think about our, I can't name, over 10, 20 NFL players went out of that class, but more importantly, great men that came out of that. But for me, personally, I was able to be the first running back for back-to-back 1,000 yards in the history of Missouri. I finished 6th all-time, and I was able to play this bowl game. I used to go crazy during bowl games, the Cotton Bowl game, where I broke a record. It was a national record. It was 281 yards and 4 touchdowns. I just found out today, I wasn't even going to say anything. Well, it was actually this week. That single rushing record is the third largest rushing record performance in the history of college bowls. So there's only 2 other running backs in the history of college that has a rushing performance higher than me. So, but now I need to take you guys back to my lens because I'm just like you. So you can imagine if you break a record, and McFadden was on that team, Felix Jones was on that team, they were the #1 running backs. So outperform them, beat them. You can't imagine. I can't wait to go to the league. I can't wait to get paid, right? That's the only thing that makes sense. If you perform and you're the best and you're the starter, you got your grades, you didn't do anything wrong, you did everything right, you're going to the league. Well, that was my dream, that was my goal, is to go to the league. And you believe it, and you won't believe this. After that game, Kansas City celebrate me. I got the key to Kansas City. I put my jersey up. Stephen St. John's, he's right here. He can tell you. I put my jersey up on 810. I had the mayor deliver it. I'm feeling so good. I get a hotel room. We watch the NFL draft. I'm waiting for that call. My call came later. I got a call from the Cleveland Browns. The Cleveland Browns brings me up there, and I finally do it, class, team, chat. I finally do it. I'm flying up there. I finally go into the training facility. I'm looking at all the players. Jamal Lewis was there. I was looking at the training table. I was looking at the locker room. I'm watching the rookies, don't know what they're doing. I'm watching the vets. And I did what any kid would do in here. I went to my locker room. I saw Temple. I saw number 25. I grabbed my uniform. I grabbed my helmet. I grabbed my gloves. I put them on. I snapped a picture, right? Took a picture of it because no one's ever going to believe this. Not where I come from. And I took that picture, and I'm going to tell you right now, chat, that was it for me. That's all I needed to do. That was my dream. My dream was just to make it to the NFL. And I did. And so guess what happened? When I went out there, I didn't really care. Okay, when I went out there to play, I didn't even really care. I was just happy to be there. I let people cut me in line. I wasn't looking at anything. I'm saying what's up to some of the players I always see. I'm just happy to be there. And believe it or not, that coach called me a couple weeks ago, said, Tony, and this is fast. You know what? You're on our board. You're our highest running back. But I think they were trying to be nice. But you're a smaller back. We need a bigger back. We got to let you go. We got a car right outside. You're going home. And I was shocked. But at the same time, I had a peace to me because I did what I wanted to do. So when I went home, guys, as you can imagine, that's the beginning of your life. That's the beginning. That's where you reflect and think about, what could I have done different? And now I'm going to wrap it up here. And this is where I mean the dream. Because I took you back to high school. Everyone talks about the highlights in high school. But if I'm really being honest, if I'm a true freshman and I'm 14 years old and I'm playing with 18, sometimes 19-year-olds, I probably want to fit in as a 14-year-old kid. So I knew I was an athlete, so I'm probably not going to party and drink. I'm probably not even going to smoke. But you know what I was going to do? I was going to just fit in. I was going to be around it. So therefore, I'm going to stay up to 11, 12, 1 o'clock, and I'm probably going to see if it's a pretty girl over there that's a senior, and I'm going to stay up all night to talk to her. It doesn't seem damaging now. It doesn't. But now that I'm in the profession that I am, and I know about the body, I know how important rest is, and I know what you need to do to recover, and I know how important your mental is, oh my goodness, what was I doing? And I'm telling you, my dream wasn't big enough, so the clarity in the dream I couldn't see. I just needed to make it to the lead. So that was high school, and it was very simple. Don't you know how easy that is to go out with one of your boys and just have a little bit of drink? Go out with your little boys and smoke just a little bit. Go out with your boys and say, I'm just going to be the DD, so I'm going to stay up to 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning to drive them. That's sabotaging your goals. In college, I'm going to go there. Easy. College was easy. That was done. And I was killing it. But it was a difference between the ones that went to the NFL. And let me tell you the difference. These were the boys that would actually practice with me, and they would do the 2-a-days just like everybody else. And then Ziggy Hood would go to the weight room after, and he was lifting after practice. I said, what are you doing, Ziggy? Let's go get on this food. Let's get on these sticks. What are you doing, bro? We just practice out there. You don't need to do that. Ziggy was a first rounder with the Pittsburgh Steelers. And all those other dudes that were doing things that were extra or outside of the group or wasn't the norm, their vision, their dream had clarity. So, am I happy? Am I content? Do I love myself? I can't believe I made it to the NFL. Do I sit here on today to hopefully, I don't care, I think you guys are geniuses, you're artists, you're smart, so you're going to catch this right away. I don't even got to keep digging into this. But do I wish I could have dreamed a little bit bigger? Do I wish that dream had a little bit more clarity because it was so big, I could go after it? All right, I'm going to wrap this up because I know I'm past my time. Sorry, guys. And this is probably the most important thing. Youth coaches, listen to me. I was the coach's menace. You didn't want to see me. Matter of fact, any rule that got changed was because a year with me. Because I'm going to see everything you're doing wrong, and I'm going to make sure that that is bulletproof. Sean Coffey, I think you're here. He was one of my, Big 12 was one of my teammates. He knows. He'll tell you. Coaches, you wear a badge of honor. It's hard. I'm coaching for the first time. Operation Breakthrough Tigers, first co-ed flag football team. I'm coaching for the first time ever. It's hard. Picking up uniforms, picking up equipment, talking to parents. This is hard. And the responsibility that you have to make sure you don't destroy and you lift and you give. That's a responsibility because you know how it feels to get tore down by someone. And sometimes that behavior is taught and you keep doing it because you think that's what made you. But don't challenge that thought. Challenge that. Challenge yourself as a coach. Just know that a Tony Temple started in the 20s with his family, went to youth sports, never played, didn't even play running back to 4th and 5th grade, went to high school, went to college, played in NFL, and now all he wants to do is give back and make sure other people do it. So you have all of that in front of you every single day. If you don't think that's a responsibility, I don't know what is. So please have that with a badge of honor. Good luck to everybody in here. It doesn't matter. Write your goals down and see what you're going to do. And then when you fail, that's when you're truly identifying your character because it does not stop there. Have a great season. Thank you so much. I look forward to seeing all you guys.
It's really a great honor for me to introduce this next person. He is very well known in local high school sports. He's the guy you want to interview with. He interviews coaches all the time. Please give me a warm round of applause for Mr. Dion Clisso of Preps KC. Dion's going to interview our high school football teams today. Dion, thank you.
I'm older now, so I need my reading glasses to do these kind of things. First off, I want to thank everyone for coming today. This event has grown so much in the last few years that we've done this, and Stephanie is the reason for that, and she does a fantastic job. It's amazing to think when we started out at a restaurant over in the plaza, and there's only about 6 or 7 teams, and now here we are now. This is becoming my favorite day of the year in football, and I was thinking about this last night. I think being in football, being involved in high school football like I am, and coaches and players, it's kind of like owning a boat. The best day is the first day, and then the second best day is the end of the season when you put all the work in and you get to that finish line, whatever that finish line is for you, whether it's a state championship, whether it's a conference title, whether it's just getting a little bit better this year and winning one more game than you did the year before. So it's a grind, everyone. Everyone that's in this building knows that football is a grind, but that's what makes it great. I'm lucky. I get to do this for a living. It's better than working. I'll tell you that right now. I get to be at home with my family. I get to talk to great players, great coaches, get to know all these people year after year. There's new people coming in, and this event has grown, and this is a fun event for all of us. So let's go ahead and get this going. I'll get my microphones here ready for our first team, which is the Washington Wildcats. And Coach Cam Smith. Coach, who'd you bring with you today?
I got our captains for the year. We got junior Preston Portley, senior Jalen Washington, sophomore Xavion Hazlett, senior Savion Stone, junior Cameron Fields, and senior Darion Basket.
Your team's really been improving a lot over the last few years. You've been there. It's a lot of stability in the program. You're a Washington Wildcat yourself. What is this group showing you this summer right now that's got you excited?
We really pushed the work to a higher level this summer, and honestly, they accepted the challenge. And this is probably the most talented team I've ever coached in my life, and super excited to see what they put out there on the field this year.
We were talking before over text message. You brought up one point, and I'm going to ask one of the guys here. You're going for a 3.5 GPA as a team. I'm going to ask one of you guys to answer the question. How important is the school side of things for you guys to be able to do a good job in school and then carry that out on the football field?
Man, having a 3.5 team GPA carries out discipline throughout the team, most definitely.
Tell me this, one more question for you guys, whoever wants to answer. As you look at this season, as you're getting ready to go into your league has gotten so much better. Topeka Highland Park has come in. What's that mean for you guys in that Meadowlark League to see that league grow with all the other teams that are here today? Pick one. The league has gotten better. How is it, knowing that you have better football teams to play every week out, and everyone is getting better in that league?
Yeah, it shows a lot of work. Like everybody's putting in work, and that's pretty much it for me.
All right. Well, thanks a lot, guys. Washington Wildcats.
Appreciate it.
Thanks. Thanks, guys. Good job. Up next is Coach Jesse Owen and the Gardner Edgerton Trailblazers, the 2-time defending Kansas 6A champions. And Coach, pretty incredible run the last couple years. 3 straight championship games, 2 titles. A lot of those guys are not here anymore. There's 17 starters gone, but you guys have done a really good job of reloading even the starters you lost the last few years. What are these guys doing right now that's got you excited?
Well, they're doing everything right to step into those open spots. So it's a great opportunity for a lot of these guys that have kind of been waiting their turn, and they've got a chance to go out there and prove it and prove that they belong. First, I just want to thank Mike D and the rest of his team at DM Injury Law for putting on this event, for all the coaches and the kids. We're grateful to be here, and it's an awesome, cool thing. So thank you.
Well, tell me this, as you go in and you're in a tough league in the Sunflower League, big league, a lot of teams, but you see a little bit of everything. You see a Mill Valley, you see a Shawnee Mission Northwest, some of those different teams, and you guys have St. Pius on your schedule this year crossing the state line. Is that exciting to cross the state line and play somebody different?
Oh, absolutely. It's last year we played Choctaw, Oklahoma at Oklahoma City, and anytime you get to play a team that's not in your league, it's cool. It's fun for the community. It's fun for the kids. And I always tell these guys they're never going to forget their senior year of high school. So, playing teams that you're not familiar with, makes that kind of juices it up a little bit.
All right, who all did you bring with you?
Well, we brought Sire Padilla. He's going to be a 2-year starter. Started a little bit as a sophomore, but pretty much 2-year starter. And these guys are all captains. Parker Olson, Porter Swaim, and Gabe Mundarain. And then our defensive coordinator, Coach McCall, down here. I want to give him a shout out. He was our head coach at my alma mater, Olathe North. He hired me a long time ago and gave me an opportunity as a young man to get into this profession. So it's kind of come full circle for us, and I'm just happy to be coaching with him now.
All right, who wants to answer a question? Coming off 2 state championships, it's really easy to think, okay, we're trying to defend a third. What is the mentality of saying, no, we're a different team this year, we're going to make our own mark?
Yeah, I mean, you're not returning the same team. We're not returning the team from last year. We graduated 17, like you said. I mean, it's a full slate of new guys, and it's a new team, and it's a new year. So it's we're not, the state championship is not gifted; it's earned. It's a long grind, and we gotta worry about week 1 first.
How are you guys helping the younger guys that are going to have to step in and do some of those roles?
Yeah, I mean, we got a lot of younger guys that are stepping up, but they're stepping up in the right way. They've been working hard, and I don't know. We've been taking a pretty good leadership role in the senior class, I'd say. We could be a little better, but who knows? I mean, no, but no, absolutely.
All right. Thanks a lot, Gardner Edgerton. Thank you. Thanks, Tina. Appreciate it. Good job, guys. Good job.
Thank you.
Good job. Hey, Coach. Up next is Hogan Prep, and Coach Campos is substituted in for Coach Lascola. Coach Lascola is not here today, but he's the longest tenured coach in the Metro, so he could take a day off if he needs to. I think that's Coach Campos. Who'd you bring with you today?
I brought Greg Harris, Demetrius Craig, Pierre Boyd Snow, and Jalen Pride.
How's your guys' off season?
I'm sorry.
How's your guys' off season been?
It's been pretty good, actually. Pretty productive. We are somewhat young this year, but I feel like overall we've got a pretty decent buy-in from our guys this year.
There's always a good amount of consistency with you guys. I mean, Coach Lascola's been there a long time. Is it you see those kids step in, those freshmen, those sophomores, they pick it up pretty quick?
Yeah, it's kind of a funny group. I kind of compare them to like kids you want to get rid of them, but they just keep coming back. They're always coming back. They're usually the most energetic in the group. So it's kind of been refreshing. I mean, honestly, it has.
All right, who wants to answer the question? Well, tell me this. As you start a season like this, and you guys play that independent schedule, so you get a little bit of everything, how do you get prepared week to week knowing we're going to see a lot of different teams? We're not in a conference. We're going to play just different teams each week that we don't necessarily see every year.
We just take it 1 week at a time. Whoever we got that week, we're going to focus on that team. And after that game is over, whoever we got that next Friday or Saturday, they are number one priority. So we just try to get on schedule, worry about the team we facing, and I think that's a key to have a successful season.
How about this summer? What have you seen out of your teammates here and the rest of the guys that aren't here that has got you excited as personally?
I think we got a good set of players. We've been putting in that hard work over the summer. We've built a lot of team chemistry and camaraderie. I think I'm very confident in us and what we can do. I see the potential in making like a deep run for our football season. And it's just been hard work and dedication.
All right. Hogan Prep, everyone. Thank you very much, Coach. Appreciate it. Next up is Raytown South and Coach William Harris. There's kind of a theme here. We got a lot of guys who are coaching at their alma maters. Coach Harris, how's it going?
Good. How you doing?
Who'd you bring with you today?
I have Ibrahim Jallo, senior linebacker, Dylan Hanks, senior running back, Todd Baston, junior safety, Leo Bowie, junior quarterback, Pierce Curley, senior safety, and Zaire Thomas, sophomore defensive lineman.
Sophomore. You're a big boy for a sophomore. Coach, I know you're a little bit younger in some spots this year, but this is now your fourth year there, your fifth year there. You're starting to get things around the way you want it. What have you seen out of these guys, especially in the offseason in the summer, that shows that they're really ready to get going?
Just a commitment to getting better every day. Being there, like I said, it's my fifth year. Teaching guys how to practice was part of that process, and right now our guys get it. So when we show up every day, they understand how to get better. They understand what's expected from practice and how to continue to progress every day.
You look at your league; it's a good one. You got Kearney and Smithville in there. You guys, Grandview. Seems like that league has gotten better from the bottom up. What do you expect this year?
Just us to compete. Last year we had some games. We were younger, obviously, than we are now. But just to show up every day and understand what it takes to compete in our league and be competitive and pull out some games at the end.
All right, who's the talker? Tell me, what kind of things did you personally focus on this summer?
So this summer, the first thing I definitely focused on was just improving from last season, learning more about my alignment, my assignment, and how I can help my teammates and get better, just all of us get better around us.
How important is it from a leadership standpoint to help the younger guys just so they know what to expect? You can answer it if you want.
Can you repeat?
How important is it to get the younger guys on the same page?
It's very important. They're the next generation of Raytown South, so we have to make sure that they kind of get that leadership aspect into the program and keep it going on even when we leave.
All right, good luck, guys. Thanks a lot. Raytown South. Good job, bud. Next up is Topeka West. Coach Parker, how you doing?
I'm doing all right. How are you today?
Who'd you bring with you today?
I brought senior offensive lineman Logan Honeycake, senior receiver Gad Munganga, other senior receiver Jaden Lindsay, and senior linebacker Packard Lucan.
Did you have a minimum height they had to be to come today? Is that the deal?
6 foot. That's the cutoff.
How's your offseason been?
It's been good for us. We going into year 3 for us. We've been able to bring in a lot of kids over the summer. In the past we haven't had that many kids. This year we had 60+ kids every year, which is a good thing for us.
Now you play in a good league in the UKC. You haven't had the wins you probably want, but you could see you're getting more competitive. Is that kind of the next thing? Is get to the point and be able to finish some games?
Yeah, like the last coach mentioned, we want to be competitive, and we got to consistently get better every day where we're at that point where we want to be.
All right, who's the talker? All right, Logan, tell me. With more numbers out, what does that mean for you guys in terms of excitement at the school?
It just means a lot because usually we don't have that many numbers and stuff like that, but it helps us as leaders of the team just with numbers.
What do you do with what do you guys do with the younger kids to kind of make sure they're ready to go?
We help them out and at the positions and just whatever they need, we help them.
All right, Topeka West guys, thanks a lot. Thank you. All right, Coach, good seeing you. Good job, bud. Next up is Center High School. Coach Rob Paldepi. Brought their own cheerleaders. Is that next year's? Everybody gets to bring their own cheerleaders, I guess? Coach, we talked a little while ago about your squad and your third year there. You get more numbers out, that kind of thing. What have you seen these guys that are now with you now for your third year?
All right, so we got a special group of kids right here, all multi-sport athletes. We spent our off season attending camps at different universities, watching the speed of higher level practices. This is Ben Fortner, one of our key offensive linemen. He's also in our early college academy program with our school, bright young man, over 3.5. We also have Robert Isaiah, plays left tackle for us. Spent a lot of time working in the off season, and they're ready to go.
Well, you guys have always had good skill players. I see a couple big guys there. You finally get some big guys there that will really kind of help you do what you want to do.
Absolutely. Ben and Rob are a big part of our team. They make a large difference, and they lead the way for our running back, Larry Clayton, quarterback, Justin McClare. And then, of course, we got Augie helping out on defense and Izzy Johnigan as well.
What is the biggest thing you've seen from year one to now with your group?
Just the difference in culture and the understanding what it takes to win. That's changed from when I entered the door to now. These kids understand what it takes. They've been working hard since January, and they're ready to show the hard work that they put in.
All right, who wants the question? Quarterback, of course. Oh, quarterback section. Oh, sorry. Tell me, when you go into an off season, what do you do for your personal goals first?
Really, for my personal goals going into this offseason, I was really just thinking about how I can improve my team as a whole, and honestly just improve myself, the team, bring us together, and honestly just bring the whole entire team together, come together as a community, culture, as Coach said, just have a good culture because we're building up. We're building up over and over.
We're 3 days away from a game. I bet you guys are ready to hit somebody else, aren't you?
Definitely. Very excited.
Everybody in here is probably ready to hit somebody else, I would think. Well, guys, good luck this year. Thanks a lot. Center High School. Next up is Harmon High School. Coach Keith O'Neill. Thanks. Coach?
Thank you, sir.
How's it going?
Can't complain. Can't complain.
Who'd you bring with you today?
About senior David Harden, senior Imonte Day, senior Samarian Wells, senior Aaron Simmons, and sophomore Darion Myers.
Your program is in a unique spot. A few years ago, you guys didn't play for a year, and then you came on board. This has been a slow build.
Yes.
But you're starting to see some things, aren't you?
Yes. So slow build for sure, but man, we've been moving the needle every year since I've been at this program, and I can't be more proud.
How important is it the stuff you guys do in the offseason? You really have kind of helped lead in your area doing offseason stuff that sometimes the schools in the KCK school district didn't get to do in the past and are getting out there to do now.
I know I sound like a broken record every year. I get up here and say this, but every year, man, my goal and my passion was when I got to KCK was to amplify football for the entire area, and that's why I created those paddy camps, those 707 leagues, and then just gave these kids the opportunity to do more football and increase their craft over the summer.
Is there one side of the ball that's really taking a big step forward?
Defense is moving the ball pretty well, and offense we're trying to get it rolling, but we're going to get it there.
All right, who wants to answer our question?
Imonte Day will.
He looks thrilled. What does being a part of this program, especially the way it's grown over the last 3 or 4 years, mean to you and the rest of your teammates?
The no X mentality means a lot. No excuses, no quitting. I mean, this program was really nothing when Coach wasn't here, but now that he's here, it's been growing and just a lot of accomplishments and more.
What's it being into school when you guys are walking the halls, you got your jerseys on? Does it make you feel proud when you walk in the halls with that Harmon jersey on?
Yeah, like I said, we're growing, so like a couple years ago, people would talk down on us, but now it's like people, they want to see more of us on the field, in school, everywhere.
Harmon High School. Thanks a lot, Coach. Good job, guys. Good job. Thanks. Next up, Topeka Highland Park. Coach, who'd you bring with you today?
This Tremaine, Josh, senior, Tremaine, Josh, David, Ray. Those are my seniors. The rest are juniors. JoJo, Kassan, Gianni, Rayshawn, and Tayshawn. And Coach Buffett, AD over there. We got our new athletic director. Thank God for him.
The amount of success you guys have had the last few years, that the program has really taken off. What have you seen out of the kids that has allowed that to happen?
The leadership. I'm in year 5 here at this school, and it's now kind of running itself. You know, these boys have been meeting since January to set our core values and our goals that we're going to live by this season. And these guys have definitely been taking our younger guys and leading them in the right direction.
You guys are one of the more exciting teams to watch play football. You know, you've been a part of a few of the games of the week, and we get those highlights. What's that mean for the kids just to be able to play the brand of football that you guys do and get up and down the field?
It's expected now. You know, we're expected to win. We're expected to go on the field and compete. We're always going to be blessed with talent. It's just a matter of having a working system that they can learn and keeping it the same, but still adding a little twist to it. So we practice fast and we play fast. That's our whole goal.
I enjoy your highlights. If you haven't figured out, who wants to answer a question for you guys this week? All right, here we go. Tell me, before Coach Monroe got there, you guys, it was tough to win games. It was tough to win games for Highland Park. You moved into the Meadowlark League, playing teams that are good teams that give you competition. The last few years, you guys are putting up 6, 7 wins. Do you have that kind of expectation now when you walk in the door? Like, hey, we're here to win not just a football game or 2 football games. We're here to win a lot of football games.
Yeah, I feel like that's something we want to do, but I want to win more, feel me? so yeah, that's just something, like, it's expected, but, like, we expect to win more than just them 6 or 7 games.
How important would it be to get a playoff win?
Oh, they're like, 1, I'm thinking about, like, 2, 3. So, like, yeah.
So the bar's, in your mind, way higher than getting that thing up there as high as you can, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. Topeka Highland Park, Coach Monroe, thank you. Good job, guys. Thanks a lot, guys. Next up, Kansas City Central. Coach Kleiss, how you doing?
Good. How you doing?
Well, your second year now, and How different is year 2 from year 1? That's a night and day.
Oh, it's night and day. Our numbers up. Players have been consistently showing up, working harder. Been able to change the culture year 2, and yeah, night and day, like you said, from year 1 to year 2.
Tell me this: the play in the Kansas City, Missouri School District is elevating. Your teams are getting better. What's that mean for you guys to know that we're working hard, getting better, our numbers are up, and it's like that across the district?
Yeah, I mean, that's a good thing. Like you said, it offers opportunities for the kids to get recruited at the next level because we have competition that we're playing against.
What's been the biggest surprise for you this summer? Good way.
We have depth. We were struggling last year for year 1. This year we got a lot of depth. So
is that one of those things? Just having your staff there ready to go, and then they know you a little better.
Definitely ain't going to get the kids, so that helped a lot. So
all right, who wants to answer a question? All right, tell me this: year 2, how much different is that with knowing what coach and the staff are expecting? How much easier was your summer? Not easier, I don't think that. It's probably harder, but how much more comfort level did you have?
Just by like having more people on the team, because we didn't have that many that last year. So now we have more rotations and help. Basically.
What do you think has been the biggest improvement in your team this summer?
Like just being more of a team, basically, and more bonded.
When you look at this season coming up, what kind of personal goals do you have, and you guys talk about as a group?
To always stay mentally tough and don't break down when things get hard.
All right. Central High School. Thanks a lot, Coach. Good seeing you again. Thanks a lot, guys. Good job. Oh, okay. Sorry. Stage direction. All right, Coach Vaughn from Wyandotte. Pretty good. How you been?
Right.
Tell me, you've been there now a while. That's the one thing we're seeing. The more consistent the staffs are, not turning over. How important is it for you and your staff to have the impact that you guys have had there the last few years?
Well, just trying to bring stability to the team. We do have a couple of new coaches, younger, and just everybody's getting fired up and excited about playing.
Who'd you bring with you today?
Got Juan Pablo here, Yahir, David Wilson, Jacob Meneses, and Deshaun Williams. And this is my coach Piles and Coach Phillips.
What's been the biggest thing you've seen this summer that they've improved on as a team?
Well, there's participation coming into this summer in the weight room, and everybody's been real active.
What does that do for you guys numbers-wise? I mean, are your numbers on the uptick?
Very much so. Probably about 3 times more than we've had.
Well, that makes it a little bit easier to do practice. All right, who wants to answer a question? All right, Juan, tell me, when you get ready for a season like this and you're going into it, what do you talk about as a senior group or a leadership group that's important for you guys as leaders?
So for the most part, the most important thing for me would be consistency and dedication, willing to come every day, prepared, giving it 110% every day.
Well, tell me this. What's it like to be a part of, I haven't asked any of the other players, when you're a part of an event like this, what's it mean for you guys to be able to get up here? Is it a little terrifying? And
not for me. It's actually a blessing to be here. I'm very appreciative. It's my firk time here, but it's a wonderful experience to be here.
All right. Wyandotte. Thanks a lot, guys.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Good job, guys. Next up is Southeast. Thank you, guys. Coach Wayne Williams. Coach, how's it going?
Hey, it's wonderful. Good to be here.
Well, we've been doing this a few years now, so you guys are getting old pros at this media day. How's your off-season been?
The off-season was well. We did some nice things. Again, we went down to the University of Arkansas. The team has grown. As you can see, we got a full village, got a full coaching staff. Got my athletic director, and I got my interpreter right here. So we got a full village, and we ready to go.
Who'd you bring with you?
I got my leaders from the whole summer. I got Trey, DeMarco, Rashad, Neville, Cannell, and Dravion.
What has this leadership group done for you?
This is actually my 4th year, so few of these guys I've had for 4 years now. So it's pretty cool. Just to know that, this is my time to see, hey, I got to see you grow from a freshman to a senior, and I like seeing the fact that these guys are now young men.
All right, who wants to answer a question? Talk about the team. Well, 4 years in here, does it feel like it's ready for a senior year and ready to be?
I mean, it's kind of crazy that I'm a senior now, but like, you know, I'm really excited for the season, and I really think that the team around me is definitely different from last year.
What have you seen out of these guys in the summer and now you're in camp?
I'm seeing more dedication, more work getting put in. Everybody showing up to practice when they can and not making any excuses. Everybody putting in the work day in and day out.
I don't know if anybody would ever describe football practice as fun, but are you having more fun?
Oh, yeah, most definitely. I do be going home happy with a smile on my face. I'll be looking forward to practice all day, so you know what I'm saying.
All right, thanks a lot. Southeast, guys. Good job. Thanks a lot, guys. Thanks a lot. Next up is Piper and Coach Cole Orick. Oh, pretty good. Coach, second year?
Yep.
Always easier than the first?
Definitely.
And second year's ahead, you know, what did you find out your first year that made you even more excited going into your second year?
Yeah, we were really young last year. We had a lot of sophomores playing for us, and, you know, we were in a tough league, and, you know, some good competition, right? So heading into year two, we bring a lot of those guys back, and, you know, they've had a lot of good experience, and looking forward to year two.
Who'd you bring with you?
We got Roman Byer, he's a junior running back. We got Jaden Correa, he's a junior quarterback for us. Sinji Pollard is a senior quarterback for us, does a really good job out there. Linebacker Trent Reimer, he's a senior. Easton McCarty, a wide receiver and defensive back. And then the big guy down there, Rock Emanuel, defensive lineman for us. And that's Coach Bruning, defensive coordinator, and Coach McNeil, our offensive coordinator.
In this offseason, is there a position group that's taken a big step forward for you?
Yeah, I mean, really our skill guys, you know, on both sides of the ball are really done a great job for us. And year two of the scheme, you know, obviously they're kind of familiar with everything now. And so it's kind of second nature on where they're supposed to be and all the expectations and stuff like that.
All right, who wants to answer a question? Or two? Or three?
He's ready.
Well, tell me, you guys do play in a tough league in the UKC. And what does that do for your mentality, knowing that you guys are going to play games against tough teams, some of the teams that are up here today? What kind of mentality do you take into that league that's one of the stronger ones in Kansas?
I mean, we just prepare for every game. You got to go into every game ready because you know none of the games are going to be a gimme. So you just prepare through the week and go into every game knowing that you're going to have a battle, but we can come out on top. How
has this offseason been with coach and the staff that's, you know, knowing a little more than you guys knew last year when you were learning each other? How has that allowed you guys as leaders to really kind of sink in?
I think we've grown a lot. We've gotten used to the culture here that coach has brought us, and we've grown as a team. We've grown as players, and we're going to go into this year and shock everybody.
All right, Piper High School. Thanks a lot, guys.
Thank you.
Hey, good job. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks. Next up is Slagle, Coach Saren Mack. Coach Mack, how you doing? Pretty good. Coach Mack is near and dear to my heart because he's a journalism teacher. So you don't find a lot of football coaches who are journalism teachers. Coach, how's your offseason been?
It's been a great offseason.
Tell me, you guys, you've battled numbers some a little bit, but the culture has been great since you've been there. How has that offseason been, and what have you seen out of these guys?
The offseason's been it's been great. We got a great group of seniors this year. The largest part of our team is seniors, and they really took control of the program and made it their own.
What's that mean when the seniors take control? That's the goal, isn't it?
It absolutely is. These guys are all started and played since they were freshmen, so it was been development from day one for them, and it's just a combination of all of that.
On the field right now, is one side of the ball taking a bigger step forward for you, or are they both doing the same thing?
Both sides. Well, we play our guys on both sides of the ball, and so a lot of these guys you see, they have dual roles. You may be a quarterback on this side, safety on the other side, so they're all in tune.
Who all did you guys bring with you?
All seniors, quarterback Josiah Evans, running backs in Sir Lewis, wide receiver Aaron Braden, offensive lineman Juan Villazon, tight end Bernage Price, center Ricky Hudson, wide receiver Makai Taylor.
All right, who wants to answer a question? Passing it down here. All right, like you said, a lot of you guys have started since freshman year. It goes by fast, doesn't it?
Yes, sir.
When you're out there as a freshman, and a lot of times you're boys going against guys who are men, what did you guys take away from that that's allowed you to kind of grow into this role as seniors?
Just building chemistry with each other, you know, being out there, being able to compete with each other.
What did you guys do in the offseason as a group to kind of get ready mentally for this season?
Getting bigger, getting stronger, getting faster. Teaching the young ones what to do. On our off time, when we don't got practice, going to the field.
That extra work like Tony Temple was talking about, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, Schlegel High School. Thanks a lot, Coach. Good job. Thank you. Good job. Next up, University Academy, Coach Andrew Blakemore. At the co-op with the Kaufman School. This is UA and the Kaufman School, and this is we talk about 4 years of those guys. This is the 4th year of your co-op.
Yes.
And that's a big thing for you guys, isn't it?
Yeah. First, I want to thank Mike, Jason, and Stephanie for having us out here. Always a beautiful time. We really appreciate y'all very much. Like you said, 4th year with the co-op, so we've got young men who started as freshmen and are now seniors, and so we're really leaning into our 2 school communities and getting both schools more involved, and it's very much more of a family than it was when we first started as we worked out some bumps.
Well, and even more, you're getting down in the middle schools as well, co-opting as well. That almost, you're 2 different campuses basically, but kind of like one program and one school when it comes to football.
Yeah, it's great. The Kaufman School brings their high school boys and their middle school boys over, and so we're able to get 2 practices going at the same time. I can kind of monitor both fields, and so we're trying to build that feeder program for what we want.
How's your offseason been?
Off-season's been great. I love spending time with these guys and these coaches. They're a part of my family. We've put in a lot of great work, but we tried to make sure we had fun this summer. Some great team building, some great competition early in the morning, and I just think that there's definitely a buzz about this group of young men right now.
Who'd you bring with you?
Yeah, I got Eric West, Caleb Barber, Julian Wilson, Marquise Turner, Talon Peavy, Giovanni Atkins, Coach Daniels, and Coach McNeil.
All right. Who's your talker? Or
These
the
two.
The one you want to let.
These 2 gentlemen right here, yeah.
How has this offseason been? Like you said, this is the 4th year of the co-op. Does it feel much different now that you're 4 years into it?
Oh, now I'm 4 years into it. If I'm being honest, only difference is that our work ethic. This year with our seniors, our freshmen, our sophomores, juniors, everybody is here to work. So we all as a team is just here to play and just have fun together.
What's it like leading sophomores and freshmen and knowing what they need to do?
The journey has been great. Seeing new faces every day. We just come and compete and have fun every day.
What do the young guys bring?
They definitely bring a lot to the team. They bring the most. They bring the energy. We just got to keep it up, keep competing, have fun.
When you look at your schedule, you guys play in a really good league in the Crossroads. What excites you about that?
Yeah, the Crossroads Conference has been great for us. We're super excited to add Pembroke last year, and they had a phenomenal season. All the programs that we get to go up against really prepare us as we go into districts. We love where our schedule is this year, a ton of great competition, and so we're just looking forward to battle.
All right, Coach Blakemore.
Thank you.
University Academy and Kaufman Co-op. Thanks a lot, guys. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. Next up is Ruskin and Coach Tim Callahan. Got some fans out there in the audience. Coach, 3rd year now.
Yeah.
What have you seen just in a difference just being with these guys now, a 3rd season?
These guys have always been a group of guys like to have fun, but they like to work too. We had our best turnout in summer in the weight room, and they're just a joy to be around. We just 2.5 hours goes really quick.
Is that what that's when you know it's good, when you don't feel like you're out there for
right, and you don't notice the heat.
Yeah, don't notice the heat. Tell me this: what have you seen on either one side of the ball or a position group that's gotten way better this summer?
We're changing things up a little bit on both sides, and I think the unselfishness is coming through. I think we got a lot of guys that are committed to the team, and be 11 guys on the field at a time going at one spot.
Who'd you bring with you?
Got Logan Taylor, Darius Brown, Donald Finley, Jeremiah Cheney, Kenan Foster, B.J. Banks, and Devon Rollins. All seniors.
All seniors. All right, who wants to be your talker?
They all want to be the
They
talker.
all want to talker. All right, Logan, tell me this. Going in your senior year, and he talks about the leadership of this group. What has that meant to you personally?
To me personally, I've really been trying to step up as a leader, for the young guys and for my brothers over here to lead.
You guys have gotten a lot of experience going into your senior year. What do you take out of those 2 years before with Coach Callahan that you guys are now able to bring into the senior year?
That he's going to work us no matter what, and I can always count on him.
How spirited are practices right now? You're probably ready to go play somebody on Friday night, aren't you?
Yes, sir. We're bringing the energy every week, all week.
All right, Ruskin High School, Coach Callahan, thanks a lot. Thank you. Good job, guys. Thank you. Next up is Raytown, Coach Anthony Morgan. Coach, how's it going?
It's going good.
Second year as head coach at Raytown, and pretty solid season last year. I know you lost some good players, but you bring a lot of good players back on this team. What have you seen out of these guys this summer? It's got you excited.
We just been competing at a high level. We got talent on both sides of the ball, so it's just been a lot of competition in practice and getting these guys to understand the expectations and what it takes to win, and really just kind of taking that next step from being a 5-5 team to having a winning record and making a run in the playoffs.
I remember talking to you last year at the end of the year when we were doing the elite team, and you talked about how they really did a good job of kind of coming to your discipline. How have you seen even more of that this year?
Well, just getting them to buy into the weight room, having my first year of having a full off season and getting the kids to buy into the weight room and really understanding, my expectations and our program expectations and just building a standard. So the standards from our seniors all the way to our freshmen and just finding a way to understand what it takes to win. And they're all buying into it, and that helps you win games when, all the buy-in is from all your seniors too.
What's been your best good surprise this summer?
My best surprise would probably be just the senior leadership that I'm seeing. I challenge those guys, all the time to talk to our young guys, to lead practice, where certain things where I'll tell my seniors that I'm not even going to say anything, where you got to handle it. And they take advantage of it and they start to talk, and it helps them kind of have more buy-in and ownership in the program. So just having those seniors step up as leaders and take ownership in the program has been the thing that surprised me and excited me the most.
Who else did you bring with you?
So all seniors. I got senior DB Michael Hall, Keon Harrison, Armand Weathers, senior running back Caden Cannon, Jaden Davis, receiver, and then center Patrick Pitts.
Who's your talker? Or are they all talkers?
They all want to talk. But
well, tell me, senior. He's talking about senior leadership. Do you guys get together as a group? This is something not just an action, but a thing you vocalize?
Yes, sir. We just try to make it the standard. All our leaders know if they see something that shouldn't be going on, to try to correct it, and it shouldn't have to always go to coach, and we should be able to handle that.
When you've been working out this summer and we're getting ready for a game on Friday, what have you seen? I asked Coach what he was surprised about. What's something that you guys have seen as seniors? Maybe it's a younger group, maybe it's another part of your senior class that's got you excited, saying, "Hey, that's something we maybe didn't think about. And now it's looking good."
I just feel like our team chemistry got way better. We played with each other a lot longer now, so that's why we really got a good bond. We just ready to compete and be great.
Game with Grain Valley on Friday night. That's a turn. Grain Valley Raytown is kind of way under the radar rivalry. You guys played them a lot the last few years, pretty much your entire high school career. What's it mean to open up with a good Grain Valley team?
So we just ready to play with no fear. We ready to compete, no cap.
You're just ready to play somebody. You don't care, do you?
Yeah, we coming for everybody.
All right, guys, Raytown. Coach Morgan, thanks a lot. Good job, bud. Thank you. You guys get... Next up, Lincoln Prep, Coach Julius Foster. Coach, welcome back to Lincoln Prep. You are back at your alma mater coaching. Again, you were assistant coach there before, Coach Southeast, and you were over at Chrisman. What's it mean to come back and be a part of your program?
It means a lot. It just seeing where the school, where I was when I was there, seeing where we were when I was coaching the first time, and then now seeing where we are and where we're going now is the future. I'm excited for all the players, the community, the school district. And so it's really been great being in this position.
How has your summer been?
Summer's been great. Guys have bought in to our summer. Completely new coaching staff and a lot of players that have returned. And so I'm excited for them. They've really took on the mantra of ETS, which is execute the standard. And so that means the standard in the classroom, the standard on the field, the hallway, when they're out with their parents. They've done a great job, so I'm really proud of all of them.
For you personally, what's it feel like to be back?
It depends on the day. But no, overall, the excitement of being able to go out on and lead this whole group of team and our coaching staff, it's been great, and I really appreciate the opportunity to do so.
Who all did you bring with you?
We have a freshman, Zamaya. We have a junior in Theo. We have a senior in Caleb. We have a senior in Jaden. We have a junior in Javante, and we have a junior in Makai. And then we have a senior in Tim, and then we have Coach Hall, and then Coach Rose.
All right, who wants to talk? Caleb, tell me. Coach Foster, what's it been like working with him this year?
It's been great working with him so far. Personally, from where I've come as a freshman, I've already had 2 coaches. He's been the best one I've had so far, really helping not even just the freshmen develop, but also our seniors. With as much time as we have left, being very limited, he's helped us get better in ways we could go off to college and improve if we want to play.
As a senior class, what are you guys trying to do to help out those younger guys?
Honestly, as a senior class, we're trying to lead not only vocally but also by example. But to be fair, our leadership isn't just seniors. We let anybody lead because at the end of the day, leadership doesn't have an age on it.
All right, great answer. Lincoln Prep, guys. Thanks a lot, Coach. Good job, guys. Good job. Next up is Northeast and Coach Roosevelt Gibson. Coach Gibson, longtime assistant around the Metro, various places. In fact, you were a Basor Award winner for the Coaches Association as an assistant coach. Now you're a head coach. Congratulations. What does it feel like right now just to be the head coach of this Northeast team? I know there's a lot of excitement right now.
Yes, no, for sure. This has really been like an exciting time just to get in there back in March and just get to know them and like really spend time really chopping wood and building culture and that kind of thing. You know, it like really has been a great experience so far.
What have you seen out of these guys in the offseason? I know you come in March. It's sometimes a little later. You're not necessarily behind, but you got to get in. What have you seen in just the way they've taken to everything you want to do?
I will say they have really bought into the culture that me and the coaching staff are really wanting Northeast football to be. And I'll just say, you know, like this summer, they got in and they were getting after it. I was telling the coaching staff last Monday, it was too hot to get outside, so we stayed in and we lifted, and it was so electric. It was so electric that I really had like chills that day. And I told them like it's coming together. Like it's really feeling like football now, right? So we're at a good point.
What have you seen? How are they adjusting to your schemes and things like that, picking that up? You know, games are Friday. How they?
Sure. No, so they are really picking up. It seems like they enjoy the offensive and the defensive scheme that we are running, and they're picking it up really, really well too.
Who'd you bring with you?
I have sophomore Adrian Gant, receiver. I have junior quarterback Trey Sword Lamberry. I have senior running back Deion Johnson. I have junior O-line, D-line Aiden Peeler. I have senior O-line, D-line Isaiah Gorman, and I have senior running back Tony Asasa. I have my special teams coach Ethan Robertson, and I have my veteran assistant coach. I have Coach Harrison, who is really the backbone of this program. So I think these guys too.
All right, who wants to answer a couple questions?
I have.
Well, tell me, Coach Gibson comes in. He's an energy guy. What does it mean for you guys when he comes into the program and the last few months? Because it's been a pretty quick amount of time before we get ready for the season.
Yeah, when he came in, he changed the culture. He got straight to it. He said he promises that we gonna change in many ways. Like he's showing us that he belongs as a coach. Like everything he do, I believe in it. The whole team, we all improve as men. So that's good.
Well, he's talking about that weight room session. Well, I mean, Was it? I mean, what was it like for you guys to be in there? Because he said he was getting chills the way you guys were getting after it.
Man, that day it was crazy. Like everybody was just so hyped. Like it was ready. Like it was just ready for everything.
How does that feel now? Friday, you get to hit somebody else.
Yeah, Friday we ready, man. We ready. You don't know how bad. Ready right now.
All right, Coach Gibson in Northeast. Thanks a lot for coming, guys. Thanks. Congratulations. Next up is KIPP Legacy, Coach Alan Suplee. Long time no talk. We just talked yesterday. So. Coach, you're taking over KIPP. So the 4th year of their varsity program. Done a lot of starters coming back, but you got good numbers. A lot of guys came out at the school when school started. What have you seen out of these guys, especially in the last 2-3 weeks as you've gotten your numbers up, that's got you really excited about this group?
I think they're finally buying into the structure and what we got going with the program, what we're trying to get installed. So they're picking it up really quick.
When you're working with these guys in the summer, and it's a new group of guys, your new system, what was kind of the focus early on to kind of make sure they were getting what they needed and you were getting out of them what you needed?
The first thing I want to do is get them to trust each other. Saw a great video with a Brigadier General with the Navy SEALs and Deion Sanders at Colorado. And he talked about how to build a team and how to trust each other and how to do your job. And if not, you're thinking about somebody else's job, it's going to be bad for you. So I've tried to instill that, try to get them focused on their job. And if they do that, then we'll be great.
Who'd you bring with you?
Got Trey Johnson here. I got Ray Castro. I got Arab Woods, Telshawn Dolan, Rajon Alexander, and Raymond Flower.
All right, who wants to answer a couple questions?
Trey's got it.
Well, you started off with a smaller group, and a lot of guys came out right when school started. Does that give you guys excitement to know that there's people that are maybe late to the game, but they're here and going to give you some backups? But what about you guys in the summertime that came out and did all that work?
I say in the summertime, I mean everybody was, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
I mean, well, in the summertime, it was a lot of people. It was low numbers, but like getting close to the school year to school week, first week, we had numbers. We had a lot of people.
What was the biggest thing for you personally to focus on this summer?
Well, getting everybody together, because I came late, but getting people there. I just told them we got a team now. It's time. It's time.
What excites you about this upcoming year?
Got to set the bar high. It's time to go. It's go time.
You ready to go hit somebody Friday night?
Oh yeah. So.
All right, guys. KIPP Legacy. Thanks, Coach. Good job. Good job. Next up is Sumner and Coach Steve Williams Jr. Coach, how's it going? You're another one in year 2.
Yeah.
But you were on staff, so that made that transition pretty good for you last year. What have you seen out of these guys this week?
Man, I'm actually excited from what I've seen, man. We had a lot of seniors graduate last year, so we got a lot of new guys filling new roles, and they've embraced it. So that's all I can ask.
How did they, when you graduate those seniors, graduate those leaders, how did they slide into that spot? Not just in the summer, but as soon as the season was over and you want to get back in the weight room?
Well, yeah, like you said, it started in this summer, but it ended at the end of last year. I think we ended last year on a high, even though we ended with an L. We did a lot of things that I like to see, especially from the young guys.
Is there one side of the ball that's got to surprise you in a good way?
Nah, I think we're pretty balanced this year, and that's what I want to take an effort in. So,
who'd you bring with you?
I have senior Angelo Reese, senior Michael Knight, senior Eric Mendez, junior Jamari Hicks, junior Adrian Kays, and senior Jackson Davis, and my defensive coordinator, Marlon Mitchell.
All right, who wants to talk? Quarterback. Tell me, as you go through a summer as a quarterback, how important is it for you to be making sure that you're on top of everything to make sure the guys know where they got to be?
I feel like it's really important, just me being there with integrating all the younger guys, because we got a lot of younger guys coming in. And if they see me doing good, it could be an example for them to try to get better.
What's the most fun part of a summer when you're out there working in the heat and all that kind of stuff, if there is one?
Mainly just hanging out with all the guys, That's the main part, that just having fun in the summer, getting stronger with all the guys.
What are you looking for this season as a group? What's the one goal that you guys talk about a lot?
one goal is just making a deep playoff run and getting better progressively through the season.
All right. Well, good luck, Sumner. Coach Williams, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Next up is Grandview and Coach Dwayne Darden. Thank you. How's it going, Coach? Another second-year coach. There's kind of a theme. A lot of guys going their second year. What has this group done in the offseason that's really got you excited right now?
One of the things they've done in the offseason that got me excited is we built the team identity. I felt last year that was a formula that was missing. We had a lot of good players. This team huddled together, rallied together, and showed us what a true team would look like.
What's been a big surprise for you in the summer?
Just how players stepped up. I tried to make it a more challenging for them. They rose to every occasion. Every challenge I put before them, they did their job.
Talked to Coach Harris. You guys play in that same league. It's a tough league, but there are teams that are getting better all the time in that league.
Definitely.
And you guys are probably on that group right there that's getting better. When you look at your schedule, what's the thing that stands out to you in terms of what you got to see each week?
On the schedule we have, it's no games off. I mean, you got to prepare every week like it's the state championship, and we're going to keep that mentality, and I love every bit of it.
Who all did you bring with you?
So I brought senior Micah Rainey. I brought Ryan Johnson. I brought Quentin Thomas. I brought Chad Schwartz. I brought Austin Smith, and I brought Nyjon Darden.
All right, who's my guy? Tell me, as you go into this season, what was your personal goal that you wanted to work on this summer to be ready for the season to start?
My personal goal was to actually build a team, because last year we had a whole bunch of great athletes, but we weren't like a team. But this year I feel confident that we can actually put in the work that we need to put in.
What kind of things you guys do to kind of bring guys together?
We do some team building outside of football. It really helps to do it on the field, and of course some team activities at practice too.
How excited are you about this upcoming season?
I'm really excited. I feel like this year is going to be fun, and it's going to be challenging, but if we all just do what we need to do, we can do it.
All right. Grandview, Coach Darden, thank you very much. Good job. Thanks, guys. Next up is Topeka and Coach Philback. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Pretty good. Year two?
Yep.
Got off to a good start last year. Finish was a little rougher than you wanted to be, but I assume you got a lot of great things, even in some of those losses later in the season, that you were able to take away into this season.
Yeah, I mean, you learn from losses maybe more than you learn from wins, and we knew we had a tough league. Our second half of our season is backloaded with our league, and there's a lot of really good teams. But, yeah, the goal this year is to try to close the gap on those and steal a couple of those wins and build from what we started last year.
Well, and I know we talked last year about coming in, changing things up, and getting your stuff in. How fun was it this year, not starting from scratch and having the guys know what's going on?
Right, yeah, you want to hit the ground running in the offseason. And these guys, we brought our seniors that scored the highest in our off-season points, so we keep track of if they play other sports, if they get good grades and things like that, off-season weights. And so these are our 6 seniors that scored the highest, so we try to reward them with that. So, yeah, all season, all school year is, football is on their mind. So.
What have you seen out of this group in terms of leadership and getting ready?
They meet after practice as a group of seniors. They talk about, how practice went and what's going on tomorrow. They probably the best group of seniors when it comes to leading by example. We don't have a lot of guys who want to talk today. They all voted for Zane to talk, but they will say stuff when they have to, and they do a good job of trying to be that example.
All right. Who all did you bring with you?
So we've got Zane Smith, Malachi Murph, Adam Humphrey, Peyton Stevics, our resident enforcer, Rock Williams, and then Aiden Flanagan, and Coach Davenport, my defensive coordinator down there. And before they talk, I just want to say one more thanks to Mike and his team for having this. We appreciate getting brought into the metro area because we're right on that fringe.
All right, Zane. So did you win the election or lose the election?
Well, it looks like I won this one.
Well, tell me, year two, what's that meant to you guys? And he talked about your senior group really kind of being almost a self-led group.
Yes, sir. So really it just starts in the off season, just a commitment, really. Everybody's in the weight room. Everybody's getting some off-season work in. One-on-one work with quarterback, receivers, D-line, they're getting their work in. So everybody's just committed to the team and just committed on getting better.
How does that make you feel when you guys as a group and you start to see results in practice, but now you're going to go into games and you're going to be able to see those results on the field?
Yeah, it feels great. My first 2 years here, we were 1-6 team. Didn't feel great. It feels good to get back into the roll of things and just keep winning games. So that's the goal.
All right, congratulations, Coach. Thanks a lot. Topeka High School. Thanks a lot. Good job. Next up is East High School, Coach Tyler Ramirez. Coach, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Coach, now you guys aren't going to play varsity this year. You're going to go back down to JV. I know you did that 2 years ago, had some good results last year and got a little better. What is the goal of running a JV schedule this year? What are you guys really trying to get out of that?
So really, first off, I want to say thank you to everybody that's put this on. It really means a lot to us over at East. But really, these guys, I think it's a perfect rebuild year for us. Just some unfortunate events happen throughout our off season, and so this kind of sets changes our mindset and allows us to be able to build the football team that I know East can be. So,
what have you seen out of these guys in practice in the summer that's shows you they're ready to take that step?
Well, I mean, just the way they responded. Really proud of the way they, we were just talking about this the other day about how we have choices, and everything that the coaches and I have been presenting with them, they have made the choice to respond well and just rise up to the expectations and tasks that are in front of them.
Who all did you bring with you?
Here we have our QB, E.J. Phillips, Franklin Nix, our receiver and safety, our one of our O-line, D-line, Jaden Lopez, running back, linebacker, Israel DeBelle, one of our O-line, D-line guys, Jalance Paolo, and our he's kind of jack of all trades, Kentrell Martin. And right here at the end, we have our coach, Slep, and he is our O-line, D-line coach.
All right, who's our talker?
Right here, our QB.
All right, as you head into this season, like I said, it's not varsity. What can you take out of this? What kind of expectations are you looking at, and goals that you guys have set?
Still better effort, showing up every day. It's like we still got something to prove. Get ready next year. Minor setback for a major comeback.
What have you seen out of your teammates and as a group that's got you excited?
Hard work, determination. The numbers at practice been better.
All right. East High School. By the way, I love East Side on the jerseys. I think that's one of the better ones there. East High School. Coach Ramirez, thanks a lot.
Appreciate you.
Thanks. And now you don't have to listen to me anymore. Here's Stephanie.
Thank you. Thank you. Everyone, let's give Dion Clisso a round of applause. Thank you so much. So we are going to take a 5-minute break, but before we do, I want to give a couple shout outs to some outstanding students that we have in the room. High Aspirations Nonprofit brought a young man with them from St. Thomas Aquinas. His name is Mr. Zion Thornton, and he is a junior playing football that currently has 6 NIL offers right now. So let's give him a round of applause, everybody. And truly, football is for anyone, and we've seen that evidence today. So I want to give a shout out and a nod to Miss Zamia McCon with Lincoln Prep High School, College Prep. She is playing varsity football with all the guys. And her first game is this Friday against UA and Kaufman, so we'll see how that turns out. We also want to give a shout out to Dravion Coppage, who's a young man who is hearing impaired at Southeast High School, and we're so happy to have him here today as well. So at this time, we're going to take a 5-minute break so we can set up the stage, and we'll come right back for the Legends of the Field. Thank you so much.
Let's get it started. Pump it up, pump it up. Let's get it started. Jack, get, tough, get hard. Let's get it started. Pump it up. Let's get it started. Jack, get,
Get up, baby, work on that pole. Got them children in a circle hollering every oh. Back that thing up, Lil went all the way to the zipper. I really like your hot girl, but I got to flip you.
What you need, boy?
I need a hot girl.
What you want, boy?
I want a hot girl.
What you need, boy?
I need a hot girl.
What you want, boy?
I want a hot girl. Do your thing, 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 Woody. Do your thing, Woody. Do your thing, Woody. I need a hot spicy chick I can shop with. Gator brought 10 G's, told her spend it quick. Now see my hot girl ride Lexus coupe slick, and she got the matching rolling girl floss runs quick, and she got the matching mink for the winter slick. Now see a real hot girl can't be faded slick. Roll the dice, hit the step, no craps slick. Got the brand new Jag off the showroom quick. Customized TVs all through that depth. Yokohama 20-inch dubs on that depth. Now see my cash money hot girl, don't be playing. Riding uptown, bumping hot boys and Wayne. And that blue face Rolex, I bought that depth. Keep big head business all through her bank.
As underrated as the position itself. E.J. Holland and Jack Rudney are both in the Chiefs Hall of Fame. And now they have company. Tim Grunhard played 11 seasons in the NFL, all with the Kansas City Chiefs. A second-round pick in 1990, Grunhard came with a championship pedigree. He was a star on the 1988 Notre Dame National Championship team coached by Lou Holtz. The tough Chicagoland native played in 169 games for the Chiefs from 1990 to 2000, starting 164 of those. He was in the middle of some of the best offensive lines ever to play in the NFL, and in 1995 helped the Chiefs achieve the best rushing total in the league. He led the Chiefs to the AFC Championship game in 1993 and 3 AFC West titles during his career. Grunhard was named to the 1999 Pro Bowl. Following his playing career, Grunhard has been a football coach in the high school and the college ranks. The newest member of the Chiefs Hall of Fame, center number 61, Tim Grunhard.
All right, so I'm up here on stage and having to share it with not only a Chiefs legend, but a great person and a guy who has walked in all of your shoes before, whether it was as a youth player, a high school player, a high school coach, and just honored to share with you, Tim. And I really appreciate coming out today to talk to the boys here about your football journey and your football life.
Well, Mike, I've been waiting to say this to you for many years, man, but you certainly got it.
Well,
all right?
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You do a great job, and I just want to say hello to all the players out there and the coaches out there. Special hello to a couple, Charlie Simone. Charlie was one of the first guys that I coached at St. Pius High School in 2001. And then Justin McKay. Justin, stand up back there. Justin was a player of mine at Bishop Miege, played at Oklahoma and Kansas, wide receiver, and actually lived with us for a whole year, his senior year over at the house. So if he made it through living at our house with 4 of the crazy kids we had, he did a great job. So, and then Tim Callahan and Coach McCall and so many guys out there that I've coached against and teams I've coached against. It's just great to be here, and God bless you all, and I can't wait to watch all you play and have a lot of success this year.
Well, Tim, thanks for those are awesome words. And so I'm tasked with interviewing you, asking you a few questions, and then we're going to open the questions up to some of the boys. And the first thing, it's a real just high level question, and it's tell everyone here what the game of football means to you. Like it's beyond just the game on the field. We know that. So what does the game of football mean to you, and why?
Yeah, I think that's an important question, and you guys, if everybody can listen up, because it is so important. Football is a microcosm of life. All right? Situations that you run in football happen in life. We all have fourth down situations that we have to convert. We talk about it in football. We talk about it on the field. We talk about it as coaches. But there's going to be times in your life when you get married, you're going to have fourth down situations with your wife and your kids that you're going to have to deal with, and you learn those skills playing football. You learn how to be a teammate. You learn how to make sure you're doing all the right things, the little things. And I was telling somebody today that the most important thing out there, guys, is that 6 inches between your breastbone and your backbone, and that's your heart. It doesn't matter how big you are, how fast you are, how smart you are. If you have a big heart and you dedicate yourself to doing the right things, both on and off the field, you're going to have success. And I'm telling everybody this is so important too. Use football as a vehicle for you to do the things you want to do. There's a football program out there on the college level for everyone, whether you're 5'5" or 6'5". There's a football program out there for you. Take advantage of it. Go find a program to go to college and get a degree. When you get a degree, it changes your life. Hopefully some of you guys, and I'm sure it's going to happen, one or two of you is going to have an opportunity to play on that field out there. I never thought for a minute when I was in high school that I was going to play in the NFL. I just kind of let it flow. But I got an opportunity, I took advantage of it. So make sure that you take advantage of it. Keep practicing hard. Keep doing all the right things. Keep doing the little things. And do the things that you need to do to have success on the football field, because guess what? That'll carry you on in life.
So, Tim, how old were you when you started playing football? What age?
10 years old. So I was, last year I took a year off. So I played or coached football from 10 to 56. So it's 45, 46 years. And then now I'm coaching again. So I guess I'm losing it. But
you know what, though? And that's kind of segues into, and I'm asking you a question I don't know the answer to, but you told me earlier you're going back to Chicago to help out, be an assistant coach at your high school that you coached at. So clearly your high school football days were very important to you. And I didn't play in the NFL like you. I played through college. And if you asked me what my best days with football were, I'd say they were in high school with my buddies who I grew up with, who I knew from when I was this high. Those were my best football days, my most favorite, okay? So what can you say about high school football and what that meant to you and as it applies to all these boys here?
Mike, great point. Everybody out there, listen, I've been blessed. I played over 180 games for the Kansas City Chiefs. I played at University of Notre Dame and won a national championship in 1988. But people say, well, if you had one more game, if you can rub the genie bottle and the genie popped out and said, I'm going to give you one more football game, where would it be? And people often think, well, hey, running out against back then, the Oakland Raiders in the old Coliseum, running on the field in Denver, playing the Denver Broncos with Joe Montana and John Elway on the most famous Monday Night Football game maybe in the history of Monday Night Football games. People say, well, what about running out on the field at Michigan in front of 108,000 people, or playing the University of Miami in a classic game in 1988 at Notre Dame? They say, well, which game would you go? What would you want to do? And I always say I would want to play one more game with my high school buddies on a Friday night. The reason why I went back to coaching is because I needed that spark again. Friday nights provide that spark. You talk to any coach, whether you have 5,000 people, 50 people, or 105,000 people, it's still the same game once you cross that white line. I want all you guys to think about it this weekend as you're walking across that white line, because football ends for us all. Right, Charlie? It ends for us all. Some sooner than others, but it ends for us all. So enjoy the game. Enjoy every play. Enjoy when your teammate scores a touchdown. Be that first guy to meet him in the end zone and give him a big hug. When somebody gets a big play and a tackle for loss or a sack, go celebrate with those people. That's the cool thing about football. That's what makes it great. And that's what I'm hoping and praying that you guys remember that when you play on Friday night in front of your family and friends, and look around at the guys in that huddle, because those are the best times of your life.
So I know we're going to be turning over here in a minute, so I might ask one more question that applies to all the boys in here. This is for the seniors, and some of these guys they're going to be seniors here in a year or two. What's one piece of advice you would give a boy who's about to have start his senior football season? The Missouri teams are starting this Friday. The Kansas schools the following Friday. What's that piece of advice you could pick one thing? What are you going to give these boys? What are you going to tell them to focus on?
Well, I'm gonna use a Lou Holtz saying here. Lou Holtz is a famous coach. Maybe some of you younger guys don't know who Lou Holtz is, but Lou Holtz was my coach at Notre Dame, and he used to talk about pride. And what is pride? Pride is personal responsibility and daily excellence. Every morning you wake up, when you're getting ready to go to school, think about that pride, getting dressed and making sure that you're doing all the right things to get ready to go to school. When you're in school, have pride in what you're doing. Sit in the front row. Pay attention to what the teachers are saying. You go out on that practice field, have pride. Listen to your coaches. Do all the little things. Pride, I'm telling you, seniors, if you live your life with the idea that you're going to have pride, personal responsibility, and daily excellence, then you reach all your goals. You may have a goal to play in the NFL, and hopefully you do that. But guess what? All of you will have to go to work. All of you will be great members of the Kansas City community. All of you will represent your schools and represent your families for the rest of your life. Have pride in what you do, seniors. Personal responsibility and daily excellence. If you do that, you'll have great success.
I'm going to start using that, Tim. That's good. I got to deploy that in my life somehow. Stephanie, we ready to take some questions from the crowd?
I'm Carlos Baskerville, class of 2027 linebacker at Platte County High School. My question for you is like, how does playing pro football affect like the rest of your family?
That's a great question. You know what? It's crazy because a lot of times when you start your football career in the NFL, you're maybe 21, 22, 23 years old. You might have a girlfriend, right? And then maybe a couple of years later you get married. Now all of a sudden you have a wife. And if you're lucky enough to play long enough, you start having kids. Your life changes completely. You know, when you're 22, 23, 24, and you're a rookie or a young guy in the league, after practice, you're going to hang out with the guys, maybe go play video games, go to dinner, kind of go hang out. And then all of a sudden you get married and you go back and you spend time with your wife and you realize that not only your career is supporting you, but now you're supporting somebody else. And then the next thing you know, you have kids and you go home, and I'm telling you, Monday and Tuesdays after Sunday games in the NFL, it's like being in a train wreck. It's like being in a car wreck. You're sore, you're tired, you're aching and pains all over the place, but your kids want to play. You got to get on the ground with them and crawl around and, you know, go out in the backyard and push them in a swing and do all those kind of things. And it changes. So in every phase of life in the NFL, you know, you start out basically a lot of times with you're single, and then you're married, and then you have kids, and your life changes a lot. But it changes for the better, but there's different situations and different things that you have to deal with all the time. So you just got to remember the family comes first, and to make sure you dedicate yourself to your family and do all the right things. Yes, sir.
My name's Xavion Hazlett, and I'm a sophomore at Washington High School. I play defensive end, and my question is, how important is work ethic in a professional level, and how do you cultivate it?
Yeah, it's a great question. I think work ethic at every level is really, really important. Whether you're a freshman or a senior, whether you're a high school coach, a college coach, or an NFL player, work ethic is so important. Make sure that you're doing all those little things. Marty Schottenheimer used to talk about the little things. Studying. I always try to in the NFL is try to be as smart as that coach, because if you're as smart as that coach, they can't get rid of you, right? Because that coach is going to lean on you. So do all the little things as far as studying. Make sure that you're on time. Lou Holtz used to call it LLH time. That meant you'd be there 10 minutes early. So be on time for everything. On the practice field, be supportive. Work ethic is being supportive of those people on the field. There's a lot of times when I know personally, when I was in the huddle and tired and worn out in the fourth quarter out there at Arrowhead Stadium, that, man, I just couldn't find that next gear. But I look over at Dave Zott, I look over at Will Shields, and I look over at John Alt, and I look up at Joe Montana at quarterback, or Steve DeBerg at quarterback, or Rich Gannon at quarterback, and you look at those guys, and that not wanting to let them down got me through it. So there's going to be times in this season, whether it's at practice or a game, when maybe you just personally can't find that next gear. You can rely on your teammate. Look at your teammate, look them in the eyes and say, I don't want to let them down. Because 9 out of 10 times, you could kind of let yourself down. But it's really hard to let that friend down. It's really hard to let family down. And it's certainly hard to let teammates down. So work ethic is all about finding that next gear, doing all the little things, and doing the things that will help you to be successful. And it's not all about wins and losses. Guys, I can't tell you what my record was my junior year in high school. I can't tell you what my record was my senior year in high school. But I can tell you those guys I still talk to, and I still rely on them, and I still care about them. And if you have great work ethic and you find an opportunity to show people how much you love and care for them, then it's going to get you a long way in life. So, great question.
My name is Todd Baston. I go to Raytown South High School, and my question is, what kept you motivated to stay in the game and push through adversity?
What kept me motivated to stay in the game through diversity? Well, it's a great question too. I think, once again, kind of circling back to not letting your teammates down. So many times in life, we could kind of take the easy road, or, some people aren't watching or they're not looking, you maybe take a shortcut. But when your teammate's watching, or your teammate's dependent on you, or your family's dependent on you, or your coach is dependent on you, or a significant other is dependent on you, then you can't let them down. So I think getting through adversity is all about putting yourself in a position to be around the right people. If you're around the right people, you're going to do the right things. If you're around the wrong people, people that don't care for you, are trying to use you, trying to get you in trouble, trying to put you in a situation where, they're going to take advantage of you, then you're not going to get through adversity. You're going to create the adversity. If you're around the right people, then you're going to be able to get through adversity. So surround yourself with people and teammates and coaches and friends and family that are looking out for you to make you the best person you could be. It's so important to surround yourself with people that want you to have success. And by the way, they want to have success also. And if you are one of those people in life, out there, everybody, there's energy givers and there's energy takers. We all know the people that when you go in a room, they just suck the energy out of you. It's not a positive experience. And then sometimes you go in a room and there's those energy givers, right? That you can do anything. You feel like you can have any kind of success that you want because you're around that person. Be an energy giver. Be a person that people want to be around to have success. If you do that, you'll get through any adversity in life.
My name is Jaden Smith. I attend Lincoln College Prep. And my question is, what was the biggest obstacle you faced and how did you overcome that?
Yeah, great question. I think the biggest obstacle that when I stopped playing football, I felt like I lost my identity. I played football from 10 years old until I was 31 years old, 32 years old, 11 years in the NFL. I felt like I lost my identity because I was always about football. And then all of a sudden, it's taken away from you. And by the way, the adrenaline of running out on a football field on a Friday night or a Saturday, or if you're blessed enough for a Sunday, it's like a drug. You need it. You crave it. it's something that your body and your mind wants so bad, and all of a sudden it's taken away. So I had to get through that. I made some poor decisions, did some dumb things. And then what did I do? I went back to football. I went back to Coach St. Pius High School with Rick Byers, and Charlie was one of my first offensive linemen that I coached. Oh, by the way, I gave Charlie the football on the goal line. He scored some touchdowns. He was all fired up about that. He was bigger in high school. He's probably about 285 pounds. He was like the fridge for all you guys, a big guy running the ball. So working with these guys and these kids, it got me through that low point in my life that I felt like I was worthless. I didn't have anything to give. Even though I had a great family and a great wife, I missed football. And football was able to get me back out of the doldrums of missing and not feeling like I had a lot of self-worth. So, yeah, that was probably the hardest thing, and football got me through that too. Football's been great for me. It's been great for my family, and just enjoy being around the football player and the football coach.
My name is Ryan Johnson, and I'm a running back from Grandview High School. I just want to know, how are you mentally focused and motivated throughout your career?
Yeah, mentally focused. That's so important. You know, what I would do every time I walked on the practice field, and for everybody out there, we used to take a tram to practice, right? Yeah, anybody here been to Worlds of Fun before? If you've been to Worlds of Fun, raise your hand. You know those white trams that go from the parking lot to the, I don't know if they still even have those or not, but we used to take trams from right here over to where the practice fields are at. So we'd sit on the tram and we'd tape up and we'd get our shoes ready. And when I walked on the field, I would make a conscious effort to remember when I walk across this white line that I am to do everything I possibly can do that day to get better. So that would kind of be the thing that kind of the key that turned on my mind to make sure I was focused. So I'm telling you guys, when you guys walk out of that locker room for practice, and you're fixing your shoulder pads or you're putting your gloves on, when you walk across that white line to go out on football practice, put the key in the ignition and turn it on, because that will help you to focus in. Because if you focus in practice and you do all the little things in practice, the games are easy. The games, you go out there, you're prepared mentally and physically to do it. And for me, that was a key. The other thing was, when I was coaching, is I wanted to make sure, and I think this is a great message for all coaches out there. Listen, we have to do the little things to make sure our players are doing the right thing, both on and off the field. But remember, criticize the performance, not the performer. Too many times coaches start to criticize the performer and they will shut you off. Criticize the performance, let them know what they did wrong, pat them on the back and say, hey, we'll get it, but make sure that they know that they're there for you. So it's the same thing with a teammate. The teammate messes up, don't get personal. Don't criticize the performer, criticize the performance, help them to be better. If you do that, I think you're going to have success. So to me, those are things that were really important. As a coach, learning that was something that I needed to do, and as a player, turning your mind on to focus in on what you need to do and you go on the practice field.
I think we got our last question back here, and then we're going to go ahead and get you guys back to school, because I know you just thrilled to get back to school, right? You're thrilled to get back to school. So we got our last guy over here with the question. What do you got?
All right, my name is Jay Lindsay from Topeka West, and my question is, what can you do to help uplift your team after a tough loss?
Yeah, great question. You know what? I think too many times as players and coaches, we take losses so serious and we're so devastated by losses that we lose the excitement of wins. How many coaches are like that? Raise your hand if you're a coach. You just take a deep breath. It's like, oh, thank God we won. but you're not. I mean, when you lose, it's devastating, and you wear it for 2 or 3 days until practice starts again on Monday. But when you win, it's like, oh man, thank God we won that, and you don't celebrate it. So that's one thing. As a player, celebrate those victories. But when you lose, be there for your teammate. Make sure that they understand that you're there for them, that you care for them, that you love them, and you guys are going to find a way to get to a victory next week. A lot of times there's stuff you can't say, or there's things that you just can't do to get somebody out of that funk after a loss. But just be there for them, and maybe they'll come around to you. But hey, listen, you can learn more after a loss than a win. Learn the lesson, find a way to turn it around the next week, but understand that nobody's perfect. The only perfect person that nailed them to a cross, right? No, you're not going to win every game. So when you lose those games, learn the lessons, be there for your teammate, and try to find a way to win the next one. But it's just part of the process. Losses are part of the process. We don't like them, but they happen.
Well, Tim, thank you very much. Thank you.
Good luck to everybody. Have a great season.
So, I could sit here and talk. I'm not going to. You guys heard so much, great stuff today from Tony, from Tim. I just want to wish all the boys here, all the coaches, just have a great season. Some of you guys are seniors. I want you guys to really enjoy it. And lastly, I want to thank Stephanie for putting this on. Amazing event. Would never happen without you. And again, thanks for coming today, boys. Hope you guys learned a lot. Hope you had a little bit of fun. I know you like getting out of school. I like getting out of work today, so it's all good. Stephanie, we're done. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much. Best of luck this season.